Section 14, how to get 25% risk-free investment. Sound too good to be true? Actually, it's very, very simple. You're probably already aware of it, of the product, but don't really understand what's going on. Okay, now, when it comes to building wealth, diversity is quite important, that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they say. Now, we're big advocates of taking a percentage of what you earn and reinvesting it. It's the richest man in Babylon principle. Now, this one is a bit of a no-brainer when you fully understand. Chances are you already know about it, you just don't understand what's really going on. It's more commonly known as pension. Okay, now please don't switch off if you think, oh, pensions are boring. Let me explain what's really going on. Now, I'm basing this on UK pension scheme, but they're pretty much the same globally, all work in a similar way. Now, we've talked about taking a percentage of all you earn and putting it away to invest in it to start building long-term wealth. Now, if you're salaried, that money, that 10% has already been taxed, okay? Now, when it comes to pensions, here's the good bit for every person that has a pension. You may already know this, your pension contributions are taken at source straight away. So if it's, let me explain that. If you're paying through a work scheme, it's already taken out, okay? So you don't actually get to see it. So let's give you an example. We'll say this is your contribution. You decide you want to put £80 a month into a pension scheme through your employer. From that £80, what happens is the government gives you the tax back. So if you put in, let's say, money into a stocks and shares scheme, it's already been taxed, so you're spending your net money to invest. Now, when it comes to pensions or UK pensions, every £80 that you want to put in the pension scheme, the government gives you the tax back. So what happens? The 20%, or £20 in this case, so you put in 8% and the government are giving you the 20% tax back. So what then happens is, in your scheme, your contribution is then £100. So that's what goes in the pension fund. You're only contributing 80, but you get the benefit of 100. Now, if we turn that into monetary terms or percentage terms, 20 over 80 as a ratio, quarter is 25%. By simply putting that money, or opting to put in your pension scheme, because the government are adding a tax back and as tax relief, you're getting 25% return on that money. Okay, now we're talking about diversity. Pensions come with rules and regulations, and you can't have them till you're much older, near retirement, but it's a fund that's growing for you. Okay, so it's a very important part of financial planning, when you understand that's your real return. Now, let's go one stage further. If you're a higher rate taxpayer, again, UK, for every £60 you put in, the government then adds up, tops it up with 40. Okay, at 40% taxpayer, so you get the £100 going into your pension fund. On that basis, turn that into 40, that into 60. Not very clear. Let's get rid of that. So you put 60 in, government adds 40, tax relief, so 100 goes in here. That's a 66.6% return. Okay, now that's simply by doing it. The tax is coming back to you to then invest it. If that pension scheme does well, is well invested, then that has the potential to compound significantly as well. Okay, so pensions are very, very important. Now, they may seem boring, but what we would advise is that you get professional advice. Look at maybe topping it up. If your employer matches what you put in, you get an additional money again. Okay, these are very, very good saving schemes because of the tax relief. And now, when it comes to, let's say you want to contribute more, ultimately, like everything in every program we do, it's about habits. Extra 50 quid, You're not going to miss it in a couple of months, because if it's taken out at source, you're never even going to see it. But that 50 quid over the next few years, 10, 20, 30 years, can make a significant difference to what you get in the future. Okay, and what's it come down to? Not really 50 quid, a decision. Just one decision, right, let's do that. And this is why we encourage people, anytime you have a windfall or a pay rise, promotion, and your income goes up, put a little bit of that extra money away straight away. It's money you've never had, you'll never miss. All it is a decision, but that decision then has the opportunity to invest, compound, and turn to a huge amount. One decision can make a phenomenal difference to your future. Done through a pension, the government's giving you money for free. Think of it that way. Giving you money for free for your retirement. Okay, pensions are very, very important. As always, take professional advice. So we strongly recommend, if you've got a pension scheme, work pension, private pension, that you review it regularly to make sure you're getting the best out of it. It's working for you. Okay, that's the end of section 14. We'll see you in section 15.